Okay. Before I go ahead, do you have any sort of doubts, questions, queries, anything you want to ask or clarify?
No, we'll go with this session, and if I make any mistakes, and you just correct me. That's it.
All right, okay. Right, so if there are no doubts, I'll go ahead with our topic directly. Right, so, all right, okay. So, right, our topic for today is role of science in our life, right? So, if you can open the session notes, right, there's a small paragraph in a green box. We'll start by reading that. So, if you can read it for me quickly, that would be great.
Um, Science is the most powerful weapon which we can use to change the world. Science has revolutioned our way of life. It has been a great boon and a blessing to mankind. It has transformed the world. It is the most powerful tool that we can use to change the world. It has given us many things. Science has given us many wonders and modern inventions.
Modern,
It has
not
made our
modern.
life
Pronunciation is
modern,
modern.
modern,
Say, yeah,
modern.
perfect. All
Uh,
right.
Modern inventions. It has made our life more comfortable and convenient. It has provided us with many facilities and comforts.
Right. Also, the pronunciation is us, right? We never say us. The sound should not come. It's S sound, right? So us, right?
Us.
Perfect. Right. All right. Okay. So fair enough. Any doubts in this passage? Like any sort of words that confused you or any line that you didn't understand?
Uh, Science has revolutionized, and is this pronunciation correct? In second line, science has
Yeah.
revolutionized our way.
Pronunciation is correct. Right.
Oh,
You know the meaning?
yeah, revolution. Yeah, I know the meaning.
Perfect. All right. Great. All right. So with that, let me go ahead with a quick activity. Right below it, there is a quick activity which is called rapid fire. Right. So what rapid fire means is that I'll give you the prompt quickly, and you're supposed to answer very quickly. So I'll give you a quick prompt. Let's say I say, what is the latest invention you know about? Right. So whatever first comes to your head, you answer that. Right. So the idea is
No,
that you have to give answers quickly. Right? Okay,
sure.
right. So let's take the first prompt as what do you think about technology in the next 5 years?
Artificial intelligence will rule, will play a crucial
Mm-hmm.
role
And
in coming 5 years.
okay, what other things you think artificial intelligence will be able to do? Right now, we are already able to make so many videos, answers, everything out of ChatGPT and all these AIs. What do you think will change in 5 years?
Um, it may function itself without helping of human beings.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. Don't you think that's a little bit scary?
Yeah, it's too scary, but it should be, in our hands, and that should be in under our thoughts. What is the exactly what is the exactly sentence?
Under control.
Yes, under
Like
control.
we should, yeah, it should be under our control.
Yes, it should be in under control.
Hmm. Right, fair enough. Okay, right. And what do you think about a world without science?
World without science.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, Actually, without science, we can't imagine also. Why? Because day by day, the pollution is improving. With that pollution, human beings are, affected by many viruses, bacteria, and without science and without medicine, human may not survive his life.
Hmm. Okay, fair. All right. Okay. Um. Hmm. What according to you is the best invention? Up till now, what do you think is the best invention?
I can tell you in recent times and Covaxin and
Mhm.
Covishield.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think yeah, that's the best one as of now. We all got saved because of it. So yeah, that's
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
But okay. All right. So all right. And apart from that, what do you think is another invention that actually helps you out besides Covishield and Covaxins?
Mm, Many are there. Penicillin and what about these headache tablets, fever tablets, Dolo, 650.
Okay. Right.
Nowadays,
All right.
we are very, Dolo, we can, uh, if we get any small fever and we don't go to doctor, we just go to medical shop and give just Dolo 650.
Hmm. Okay, fair. Yeah, that's true. I mean, a lot of medications are there to save us. And as soon as we get any pain, we are, very
Yeah.
prone to take any sort of medicine that can calm it for us. But besides medication, what do you think is a helpful invention?
Sorry, come again. Question,
Like
please.
you, yeah, I'm saying besides medicines, what do you think is a good scientific invention that has sort of improved your life, I would say?
Scientific invention. Regarding what many machines are there. Uh,
Anything. Science is almost anything, everything, right? So I'm saying, what according to you, personally for you, what do you think is a great invention?
uh, Rockets and especially satellites.
Mm-hmm.
With
Okay.
satellites, we are, you're sitting in another place and I'm sitting in another place and we are talking together. Without satellites, we may not converse together in long distance.
Hmm. Okay. Fair. All right. Okay. All right. So yeah, I think satellites are responsible for us talking as well. Satellites are responsible for everything right now. I think all sorts of conversation and internet that we have is because of satellites. Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Hello.
Okay, I think now,
Hello.
yeah,
Is my voice audible?
yeah, now you're audible. All right. Okay, perfect. Right. So just give me a moment. Yeah, what were we discussing? Satellites. Yeah, we were talking about satellites. Uh, can you hear me? Yeah, your voice is audible. Are you able to? Right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Is my voice audible to you?
Yeah, you're audible to me. All right. Perfect. Okay. All right. What were we discussing about? We were talking about satellites, and then suddenly the video got cut. Right. Okay. Let me go to a different prompt, right? Let's talk about a different prompt. Okay. Do you think personal? Can you hear me again? Your video goes blank. Hello.
Your voice breaking, but
Now
now
it's
okay.
okay. It's
I
okay.
can hear
All
you.
right. Yeah, I was asking. Do you think science is developing faster than humans currently?
Uh, no, you're speaking to speed.
I'm speaking too fast. Okay. All right. I'll slow it down. So my question was: do you think that science is developing faster than humans?
Mm, yeah, I can say yes, and humans also, developing in parallel, like on, yeah,
Do you
both
think
are
we are
developing.
evolving as fast as science?
Yeah, what about our population? Day by day, the population is, improving, right? So both are
Hmm.
technology and humans.
Hmm. Okay. Fair enough. All right. Okay. All right. Let me go to longer term questions now and not like very quick prompts. Right. Okay, right. So you talked about satellites, you talked about medication, you talked about vaccines, you talked about everything that is, very pro science and something that's pro humans, it's helping us. Do you think there are certain scientific discoveries or certain things that have been discovered which are completely useless? According to you, what are some of the useless discoveries?
Useless discoveries. Mm, currently, nothing in my mind. And do you know any? Can you name any?
Useless one. It's tough to think of, but I feel like there are a lot of products which were not required. So that way, yes. But scientific discoveries that are useless, I'm not sure. Not sure. I think there are certain generative AIs which are like completely useless. They don't do a lot of stuff. So there's, for example, I think it's called Jenna, some AI like that, which is completely useless. It gets caught up in plagiarism very quickly. So whoever developed it didn't do a good job. So there are certain AIs like that which I think are useless. Some of them are great at what they do, but some are pretty useless. So yeah, that is what is coming into my mind right now. But nothing besides that. No.
Yeah, and something in my mind right now. These pan masala gutkas, those are also invented by humans, right? Those are useless in my
Yeah,
perspective.
that's true. That goes for all these substances. It's not just the pan masalas, but all forms of tobacco, I think. It's a
Yes.
pretty useless discovery. We were doing fine without it. So, yeah, that's that. All right. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay, so currently the way science is moving ahead and evolving, do you like that pace? Or do you think it's going too fast and like humans will be left behind, or it's getting very scary as to how science is developing nowadays and it can maybe harm us?
But it may be harm us, but it is good for us also. If we take SpaceX and Elon Musk, and they're trying to
Mm-hmm.
uh, you know uh, they're trying to go to the Mars, and they want humans. They want to see humans. Normal life in Mars, how we live in Earth.
Okay.
So if it works well, and for us, it is very, it will become a fantastic and a miracle good news for us, and we can live in Mars also, how we are living in Earth.
But I think that's going to take too many years. I'm pretty sure I'll be dead by then. So, yeah. I don't think so. It's very useful for my
Yes, yes, but
generation. Maybe like hundreds years later.
yeah, it may take time, but if it you know work well, and it will become,
Hmm.
the superb and the next level. What
Yeah.
about, our scientists? We have a space station in the space, and I think, before 100 years, or 100 years ago, 200 years ago, we didn't have space station, and we may not, we did not expect, that time people didn't expect, and we may have that space station. And
Hmm.
our scientists went to the moon also. And if we before, 300 years ago, they didn't even think and how to go to moon, and how to use a rocket, and how to, so anything can happen by time, time moving, and the
With
ideas are,
time.
yeah, are
Not by
beyond.
time, with time.
Yeah, with time.
Hmm. Yeah. That's true. Maybe 100 years later we will be on Mars. But as I said, yeah, maybe the upcoming generations will have that option. Maybe not ours. Because I think it's a very it's I won't say it's unrealistic, but I think it's a very far-fetched goal. So it's gonna take a lot of time and I would say a lot of money from different countries and too many scientists to make it possible. So yeah, that's that. Because Earth is for sure slowly dying, so I think we need another planet to colonize.
Yes, and day by
That,
day, the
yeah,
temperature is increasing on the earth, right?
yeah. I
And
don't know about Earth. I'm in Delhi and it's very, very hot. So yeah, I'm tired of my place for sure because the temperature is constantly
and
rising. You're right.
yes, and water levels in ocean, and they're improving day by day.
Yeah, that's true. Glaciers are melting. We keep on saying that. So yeah, that's that. So I think a lot of wildlife is also lost because of that. So the ecosystem is very damaged.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
hmm.
many and scientist people are focusing on the technology how to improve, but instead of they're forgetting about the ecosystem, and they're forgetting about this biodiversity. How the
Mhm.
all animals came. We have animals also have same right how we have on the earth. They also have right to live.
Exactly.
Yeah, so comparing to the animals, and human beings are using it more than other animals.
Hmm. Fair. Yeah, that's true. But I think as humans, we've colonized Earth too much. We've not left it for any flora and fauna to actually evolve. It's just everywhere. It's too populous now. So yeah, that's it. But alright, okay. Last question for today, and then I'll move to the feedback. If you think about your day right now, right? So morning you get up, you put your alarms in your phone and everything. If you let's say get up one day in the morning and there is no electronic device and there is no involvement of science, right? Throughout your day, there are no devices, there is no AI, there is no phone, there's no laptop, there's no TV. How do you think your day would look like? What do you think your day would look like?
uh, I can say that it would be very peaceful without mobile and without a laptop, without television. We have much time to spend with our family, with our friends, and we can move close with nature also. And if we don't have electronic gadgets, and we just go out, and we just sit under a tree, and we just enjoy the atmosphere how it is around us, and we go to the ponds, and we go to the what we call mm, rivers, so we enjoy the atmosphere if we don't have
Hmm.
gadgets, and we'll close to the nature, and we'll spend time with our pets, dogs and cats and horses.
Hmm. Right. So, would you choose that type of life or this? If you had to make a choice, the current life that you're living, or would you want that one where there are like, no devices and everything, but you get to spend time with the people you love, do your work, spend time with your pets and everything? What would you choose personally?
I choose both.
You choose both? Okay.
Yes,
All
sometime
right.
like summer occasion, for every
Mm-hmm.
year, and we have summer occasion, and so I at the summer occasion, I don't want any gadgets, and I just go to villages, and I spend time uh, close to the nature, and then after the summer holidays, and I again back to the same life, electronic life.
Yeah. That is true. Yeah. I think yeah, vacations are a good time to keep your devices aside. So fair. All right. Okay. So let me take a pause here. We are not left with much time. So let me quickly give your feedback first, right? As for the feedback, so there are a couple of mistakes that you need to focus on, right? So one is preposition. So words like on, in, off, at, right? That is where you're making mistakes currently. Besides that, most of your sentences are correct, but do focus a little more on past tense, right? You have a tendency to use a lot of present tense. So let's say you're describing a sentence where you're talking about the past, or you're supposed to use was or were, right? But the verb of the sentence, you end up using it in present tense. So instead of saying ran, you say run, or instead of saying ate, you say eat, right? So very tiny, tiny errors like that, nothing major grammatically. Most of the sentences, as I said, are correctly framed, so no need to worry on that one. But there is a mother tongue influence for sure, right? I'm not saying you need to change your entire accent, not like that. Accents are completely fine. What you need to work on is that there are certain sounds which should be correctly pronounced so that the word doesn't mean something else, right? So one place where I corrected you, right? So if it's us, right, you have a proclivity to say Z, the sound Z, wherever S is involved, right? So practice the sound S,
Yes.
right? Because this will happen with a lot of words. So let's say the word is, there was another word in the beginning where it was,
Modern.
yeah,
Modern.
modern was there, right? So there also the pronunciation of R came first and then you pronounced N. It's supposed to be reversed. It's very normal because for Indians, for most of our languages, we pronounce R like that, right? So R comes first. Whether it's Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, all of these languages, R comes first, right? That's why we have a habit. So focus on that particular sound. The sound R and S. Why I'm emphasizing more on S? Because there are certain words where S is pronounced as Z, so revolutionized, right? So here it's iced, right? So it will remain Z. But when you say science, when you say the word wonders, right, it ends with S and not Z, right? So you should have that difference between S and Z. That's it. Otherwise, the accent is not a problem. Don't like try to change and copy another accent. Just make sure that you're articulating your pronunciation correctly, right? So that's another thing. And last is vocab. Sometimes I feel like you're short of words, right? So that should not happen when you're speaking answers or when you're talking to somebody, right? Because the more words you have, you can fulfill your sentences properly and you can sound more confident. So instead of just inculcating words, I would personally suggest try learning a few phrasal verbs, right? So for phrasal verbs, what I can suggest is, since I can't copy paste the link here, I am mentioning the name of the website. So you can just type this on Google, and the first link you get will be of this website, right? So I'll put it